Dwayne Johnson's journey, how The Rock turned failure into success. What if I told you that one of Hollywood's biggest stars, a man known for his larger-than-life presence and unshakable confidence, once had only $7 in his pocket? Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is the true story of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a story of resilience, failure, and an unstoppable drive to succeed. Before he became the highest-paid actor in Hollywood, before he dominated the WWE, and before he built a billion-dollar empire, Dwayne Johnson was just a young man with shattered dreams. His path was anything but easy. From growing up in a struggling family to having his NFL dreams crushed, from battling depression to facing rejection in Hollywood, he encountered failure after failure. But instead of giving up, he did something extraordinary. He used failure as fuel for success. Through sheer hard work, discipline, and relentless determination, he turned his life around, becoming a global icon, business mogul, and one of the most inspiring figures in the world. This is the story of how failure shaped a man into a legend. This is the journey of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Early life and struggles. Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born on May 2, 1972, in Hayward, California, into a family that knew both the highs and lows of life. His father, Rocky Johnson, was a professional wrestler, and his grandfather, Peter Mavia, was also a legend in the sport. But while wrestling brought fame, it didn't always bring financial stability. Dwayne's childhood was far from settled. His family moved frequently, chasing opportunities in different cities. At times, they struggled to afford even the basic necessities. At just 14 years old, Dwayne came home one day to find an eviction notice on their apartment door. That moment stuck with him. It was a harsh lesson about the reality of financial hardship. By his teenage years, Dwayne's life took a darker turn. Constant moving made it difficult for him to fit in, and he often found himself in trouble with the law. He was arrested multiple times for fighting, theft, and check fraud. Hanging out with the wrong crowd, he was heading down a dangerous path. Until something changed. At 15 years old, Dwayne discovered his love for football. It became his escape from his struggles and gave him a sense of purpose. Standing at 6'4" and weighing over 225 pounds, he had the size, strength, and talent to dominate on the field. His dedication and hard work led him to a full football scholarship at the University of Miami, one of the top football programs in the country. For the first time, it seemed like life was finally giving him a break. He believed football would be his ticket to success, but fate had other plans. Football dreams shattered. For Dwayne Johnson, football wasn't just a game, it was his escape from a troubled past, a chance to prove himself, and the pathway to a better life. After excelling in high school football, his athleticism, strength, and dedication earned him a full scholarship to the prestigious University of Miami, one of the top college football programs in the country. At Miami, he played as a defensive lineman, surrounded by some of the best football talents in the nation. He trained harder than ever, determined to make it to the NFL. In 1991, as a freshman, he was part of the team that won the national championship, a dream moment for any aspiring football player. But just when his future looked bright, tragedy struck. During his time at Miami, Dwayne suffered a serious shoulder injury that sidelined him. The injury kept him off the field for months, and when he recovered, he found himself replaced. His position had been taken by another player, a young, talented athlete named Warren Sapp, who would later go on to become an NFL Hall of Famer. Suddenly, the dream he had worked for his entire life was slipping away. Despite pushing himself to the limit, he couldn't secure a starting position again. After graduating, he tried to keep his football dream alive and joined the Calgary Stampeders in the Canadian Football League, CFL. But the reality was harsh. He wasn't playing in stadiums packed with thousands of fans. Instead, he was barely making ends meet, earning only $250 a week and struggling to stay on the team. And then, it all came crashing down. 2 months later, he was cut from the team. At 23 years old, Dwayne found himself sitting alone in a tiny apartment, staring at his bank account, which had only $7 in it. His NFL dream was over. Years of effort, sacrifice, and dedication had led to nothing. He had no backup plan, no money, and no idea what to do next. Depression hit him hard. He locked himself in his room for days, refusing to talk to anyone. He felt like a failure. He had let his family down, and worst of all, he didn't know who he was without football. But in this darkest moment, something changed. He made a choice. Instead of letting failure define him, he would use it to fuel his next chapter. He had lost his dream, but he wasn't done fighting. What happened next? That's when Dwayne Johnson transformed into The Rock. Wrestling career. From Rocky Maivia to The Rock. After his football dream collapsed, Dwayne Johnson was at a crossroads. With just $7 in his pocket, he had two choices: give up or start over. His father, Rocky Johnson, a former wrestling champion, saw his son struggling and suggested an alternative path: professional wrestling. At first, Dwayne was hesitant. Wrestling was his family's legacy, but it wasn't his first choice. However, with no job, no money, and no direction, he decided to give it a shot. He trained relentlessly, learning the craft under his father's guidance. With his 6'5" frame, athleticism, and raw charisma, he was a natural. It didn't take long before he got his big break, a chance to join the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. The Rocky Maivia disaster. In 1996, Dwayne Johnson made his official WWE debut under the ring name Rocky Maivia, a tribute to his father and grandfather. The WWE pushed him as a clean-cut, smiling, all-American hero, hoping fans would embrace him as the next big star. But it backfired, badly. The audience hated the character. They saw him as forced, bland, and unoriginal. Every time he entered the ring, he was met with boos instead of cheers. Crowds even chanted "Die, Rocky, die," and "Rocky sucks." It was a humiliating experience. Dwayne had worked so hard to get to this stage, but once again, he was failing. His career seemed to be slipping away before it had even started. But instead of giving up, he did something bold. He reinvented himself. The birth of The Rock. Dwayne knew he had to become his own person. He ditched the Rocky Maivia persona and embraced a new, edgier character, a cocky, trash-talking, electrifying superstar who spoke his mind. He called himself The Rock, and everything changed. The fans loved it. His natural charisma, humor, and confidence shined through. He started cutting legendary promos, delivering lines like, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?" and calling opponents jabronis. His quick wit, powerful presence, and incredible in-ring skills turned him into a fan favorite. The rise of a wrestling icon. The Rock's new persona propelled him to superstardom. By the late 1990s, he was one of WWE's biggest attractions, engaging in legendary rivalries with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and The Undertaker. His matches were must-watch events, and his charisma extended beyond wrestling. He became a pop culture phenomenon. By the early 2000s, The Rock was a household name. He had won multiple WWE championships, headlined WrestleMania, and became one of the most beloved wrestlers of all time. But even as he dominated the wrestling world, another dream was forming, one that would take him to Hollywood. The journey wasn't over yet. The Rock was about to become something even bigger. Dwayne Johnson, the global superstar. Transition to Hollywood. By the early 2000s, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had conquered the world of professional wrestling. he was one of the biggest superstars in WWE history, electrifying crowds with his charisma, athleticism, and unforgettable catchphrases. But deep down, he knew there was more for him beyond the wrestling ring. He wanted to take on a new challenge. Hollywood taught early acting struggles, from the ring to the big screen. Dwayne's first taste of Hollywood came in 2001, when he landed a small but significant role as the Scorpion King in The Mummy Returns. Though his screen time was limited, his presence was enough to impress Hollywood executives. The role led to a standalone movie, The Scorpion King, 2002, where he played the lead character. For a first-time actor, this was a massive opportunity. But it also came with pressure. Could a wrestler really become a movie star? The film was a moderate success, but critics were skeptical about his acting abilities. Many dismissed him as just another action star with muscles, predicting that his Hollywood career would be short-lived. A wrestler can never be a real actor. Despite his early success, Dwayne faced constant criticism and rejection. Many in the industry doubted him, saying, "He's just another wrestler trying to act. He'll never be more than an action hero. He'll never be taken seriously in Hollywood." Instead of letting the negativity bring him down, Dwayne did what he had always done. He worked harder than ever. He knew that if he wanted to succeed in Hollywood, he had to reinvent himself once again. He took acting classes, worked on his delivery and expressions, and expanded his range beyond just action films. He accepted diverse roles, from comedies like Be Cool, 2005, and The Game Plan, 2007, to family-friendly movies like Tooth Fairy, 2010. But even after years of effort, he still wasn't considered an A-list star. His box office numbers were inconsistent, and many believed his Hollywood run would fade out. Breaking barriers, becoming a box office megastar. Everything changed in 2011, when Dwayne Johnson joined the Fast and Furious franchise as Luke Hobbs in Fast 5. His intense screen presence, action-packed sequences, and undeniable charisma breathed new life into the franchise. The film became a massive box office hit, and suddenly, Hollywood took notice. The Rock was here to stay. From there, his career skyrocketed. Fast and Furious 6, 2013, cemented his role as a fan favorite in the franchise. Hercules, 2014, proved he could carry an epic action film on his own. San Andreas, 2015, showed he could lead disaster blockbusters. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, 2017, became a global box office phenomenon, earning nearly $1 billion. Moana, 2016, proved his voice acting skills with the hit song You're Welcome. With each success, Dwayne shattered Hollywood's expectations. He wasn't just an action hero. He was a global superstar, a versatile performer, and a box office powerhouse. The Rock becomes Hollywood's highest-paid actor. By 2018, Dwayne Johnson was officially the highest-paid actor in the world, earning $124 million in a single year. His films were bringing in billions at the box office, and he had established himself as a bankable A-list star. But it wasn't just about the money. He had proven everyone wrong. The same people who once said, "A wrestler can never be a real actor," were now watching him dominate the industry. Dwayne Johnson had done the impossible. He had conquered wrestling, and now he had conquered Hollywood. But his journey wasn't over. His next chapter would see him become a business mogul, a role model, and an inspiration to millions around the world. Business ventures and becoming a global brand. Dwayne Johnson's journey from a struggling athlete to Hollywood's biggest star was already remarkable. But he didn't stop there. He set his sights on something even bigger, building an empire. Beyond movies and wrestling. Over the years, he transformed himself into a business mogul, creating a brand that extends into sports, fitness, fashion, and even tequila. Today, The Rock isn't just a name, it's a global brand worth billions. Building the Dwayne Johnson brand, Dwayne understood early on that his name carried power and influence. But instead of just endorsing products, he focused on creating his own businesses, putting his signature touch on everything he built. His approach was simple: authenticity. He only invested in products he personally used and believed in. Hard work. He treated his businesses like his movies, giving 110% effort. Connection with fans. He built trust through social media, making his brand feel personal and real. Teremana Tequila, redefining the spirits industry. In 2020, Dwayne Johnson launched Teremana Tequila, a premium small-batch tequila brand. Many celebrities had started liquor brands, but The Rock took a different approach. Instead of just slapping his name on a bottle, he spent years perfecting the product, working with local distilleries in Mexico to ensure quality. The result? A record-breaking success. By 2022, Teremana was selling over 1 million cases per year, making it one of the fastest-growing tequila brands in history. Unlike many celebrity brands, it wasn't just hype. Fans loved the taste, quality, and affordability. Johnson actively promoted it on social media, often sharing videos of himself enjoying a cheat meal with Teremana. Project Rock, changing the fitness industry. Dwayne's passion for fitness and training led him to partner with Under Armour to create Project Rock, a performance apparel and footwear line. Launched in 2016, Project Rock was designed to motivate and empower athletes with high-quality gear inspired by Johnson's own intense workout routines. Project Rock shoes became bestsellers, often selling out within hours of release. The brand expanded into apparel, headphones, and gym accessories, all promoting discipline, hard work, and resilience. Johnson didn't just promote it. He wore Project Rock gear in every workout, movie training session, and public appearance. Today, Project Rock is one of Under Armour's most successful collaborations, proving that Dwayne Johnson isn't just a brand ambassador, he's a game-changer in the fitness world. XFL, reviving a football dream. Dwayne's love for football never died, even after his playing career ended. In 2020, he made headlines when he purchased the XFL, a professional football league, for $15 million, alongside his business partner and ex-wife Dani Garcia. His goal? To rebuild the league into a credible alternative to the NFL, giving underdog players a second chance at success. The XFL relaunched in 2023, with a focus on fast-paced action, player development, and fan engagement. Despite challenges, Dwayne's business expertise and passion for football have positioned the XFL as a rising force in the sports world. The power of social media. One of the most followed people on Earth. Dwayne Johnson isn't just a businessman, he's a social media powerhouse. 400+ million followers across Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. One of the most followed people in the world, more than most celebrities and even world leaders. His posts range from motivational messages, workout videos, cheat meals, and behind-the-scenes moments, making him relatable and inspiring. Unlike many celebrities, Johnson personally interacts with his fans, responding to comments and sharing their stories. His social media presence isn't just about promotion, it's about building a global community. The Rock's legacy, more than just a celebrity. From wrestling to Hollywood, from business ventures to social media domination, Dwayne Johnson has built an empire that few can match. Teremana is a leader in the tequila industry. Project Rock is redefining fitness gear. XFL is bringing new life to pro football. His brand represents motivation, discipline, and never giving up. And the best part? He's still just getting started. Life lessons and impact. Dwayne Johnson's journey from struggles to superstardom is more than just a success story. It's a blueprint for resilience, hard work, and self-belief. Throughout his life, failure was never the end. Instead, it became his greatest teacher, shaping him into the global icon he is today. How failure made him stronger. Dwayne's life has been full of setbacks and disappointments. His football dreams were shattered after getting cut from the CFL. He was rejected by WWE fans when he debuted as Rocky Maivia. Hollywood critics dismissed him as just another wrestler when he started acting. But instead of quitting, he adapted, evolved, and came back stronger. He always says, "The best thing that never happened to me was making it to the NFL." Sometimes the universe has a better plan than you do. Each failure redirected him to something greater. His mindset became simple. Learn from failure. Work harder than anyone else. Never give up. The Rock's mindset: discipline, hard work, and gratitude. Dwayne's success isn't just about talent. It's about relentless work ethic. He follows a philosophy of outworking everyone in the room. His daily routine includes waking up at 4 a.m. to train, no matter where he is, following a strict discipline in workouts, diet, and business, always finding ways to improve and push himself. But beyond hard work, he also emphasizes gratitude. He often reminds people, be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. Giving back, charities, fans, and changing lives. Despite his massive success, Dwayne never forgets where he came from. He gives back in big ways. Philanthropy and charity work, founded the Dwayne Johnson Rock Foundation, helping at-risk youth. Donates millions to children's hospitals, disaster relief, and military veterans. Personally helps people in need, like buying a house for a struggling UFC fighter or gifting a truck to a veteran. Dwayne is known for going above and beyond for his fans, surprising fans at events, movie screenings, and even on social media, paying off debts and gifting cars to fans who inspire him, regularly sharing motivational messages to help people push through their struggles. Inspiring millions. Worldwide. Through his movies, businesses, and social media, Dwayne Johnson has become a symbol of motivation. Whether it's a struggling athlete, a young entrepreneur, or someone facing tough times, his journey proves that hard work, resilience, and kindness can change everything. The Rock's legacy, more than fame, its impact. Dwayne Johnson isn't just a Hollywood star or a wrestling legend. He's a leader, role model, and source of inspiration for millions. He turned failures into stepping stones. He built an empire through discipline and drive. He uses his success to give back and change lives. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Dwayne Johnson, his story isn't just about fame. It's about proving that anyone can rise above struggles and achieve greatness. And that's why his legacy will live on forever. Conclusion. Dwayne Johnson's journey proves one powerful truth. Success isn't about where you start, but how you rise after every fall. He faced poverty, rejection, and failure. But instead of giving up, he used every setback as fuel to work harder. From having only $7 in his pocket to becoming one of the biggest stars and entrepreneurs in the world, his story is a testament to resilience, discipline, and never backing down from a challenge. It's not about being the most talented. It's about being the hardest worker in the room. But more than fame or fortune, Dwayne Johnson's greatest impact is the inspiration he gives to millions. He reminds us that failure is not the end. It's a lesson. Hard work beats excuses every single time. Success isn't just about personal gain. It's about lifting others up. If there's one thing to take away from his journey, it's this. No matter how tough life gets, you always have the power to rise, rebuild, and become stronger than ever. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.